I am Corazon Aquino. I'm the daughter of the late Okore Charles Buka. I am a Women Lift Health Fellow in the Signature Program for the 2025 cohort. And I am also the convener of Raised to Lead, which is a platform that is advocating for positive father-daughter bonds. Raised to Lead is a really personal initiative. Reason being, I had such a beautiful childhood. And in my childhood, my father's presence has always stood out for me. I've always known that one day I have to tell my daddy's story. One day I was in Dubai for work and I met this lady, and when we met, she started asking me, what's your purpose and all those things. I told her, I have this project on women in leadership and I have this very burning desire to tell my dad's story. And I said, maybe you can get something out of it. And so the first time we met and we were told to talk about our projects, I started talking about women leaders and the impact of their fathers. It started forming. But what struck me is every time I spoke about my project, people related. Actually, it was our first mentorship session with Joyce. And Sarah was like, oh yeah, and I do have a story. And Maureen was like, oh yeah, and this is my story. And just, so I felt like people related to what I was saying. And I was like, maybe this is it, because I want something that people will want to listen to, people will relate to.
I don't think we talk about fathers enough. I don't think we appreciate the role they play so that we can do what we do and stand in rooms like this and share and celebrate. My father refused to let the world diminish us, and in doing so, he showed us how to refuse it too. Every time I walk into a boardroom, every time I negotiate a contract, every time I stand before a crowd and speak my truth, I carry his voice with me.
The role of dads it's critically important. Especially for daughters, it creates some sort of balance. Because even in difficult situations, even at this age, in very difficult situations, I refer back to conversations with my dad. And that is extremely important. And that's why it's extremely important for fathers to be present.
If you're grounded and rooted at home, chances that whatever other influences come in life will shake or move you are very slim. You'll respond to them in a different way. And so there was someone who said that most confident women have positive daddy stories. So it is a correlation. Of course, I wouldn't back it by any sense, but it came out in our conversation. So I think whatever happens in that foundational stage is very, very important.
Anyone can make a baby, but making a baby does not make you a parent. Being present, being intentional, being part of raising a child is what actually makes you a parent.
Allyship for me, I would summarize it as possibilities and permissions. There's so much possibilities when there is allyship, both for men and women, because it opens up many more spaces and it opens up the possibility of innovation, thinking about things differently. I think differently, and I think that there's so much women can do in our strength to change the narrative by women actually being involved in some of the growth journeys of younger male leaders as well, so that as they grow in their leadership, they already have that mindset.
I think daddy allyship is a big component of male allyship. If we get it right there, I think we solve 80% of the things we are trying to solve around male allyship and women in leadership. If we get it right, then it ripples into boardrooms at institutional level. And of course, hopefully, policy takes time to change, but hopefully some of it then spill into policy, because even global health, there are a lot of changes that are needed at policy level. So if we're able to sort out at this lower level, then it will have that ripple effect. But even now for the upcoming fathers, for those stories that we want to change, for those women who are not yet born, and even for the fathers who are there and are willing to do better, I think if we are able to advocate, if we are able to talk more, if we're able to provide opportunities, if we are able to provide resources for them, I think that kind of support will help create the kind of changes that we're looking for at whatever levels.